So I fucking said to the guy, if you're not gonna give me the money, you know, it's gonna go down with the.
You're not gonna fix his house?
I'm not gonna fix his house. He wanted it for so long and so badly. But now, should I have my headphones in?
Yeah.
All right,
You
cool.
might your headphones.
I'm supposed to be talking to
I need to
fucking
close this down.
JNaut.
Oh, spoilers.
Fuck.
They can see him.
Good. Never mind. No spoilers, dude. I thought I ruined the entirety of the end.
JNaut's here.
The movie. Yeah, we're talking JNaut today.
Blur your face.
Oh, let me see. Where is it?
Do you have headphone in, Ted? You can hear him?
Yeah?
Cool.
Right now, under the
You
hood.
sharing your headphones with me?
Oh, yeah, of course. Where are we going here? You're gonna want this one, Ryan.
Thank you.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, and now we're in.
Hey, what's up, party people? It's
can
the
all
Allston Melee
hear it
podcast.
now. Can I have one of these?
Dude, fucking go get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are dope. These are my new favorites, I think.
Favorite.
Yeah, I hate seltzers, but Bud Light Seltzer does it for me.
You don't hate seltzers.
Seltzers suck.
Yo, you like ciders.
I love ciders. Those
That's
are my
your
favorites.
thing.
Nothing like a cider. Do you know what he's sipping on over there, huh? I love the Summer Ale.
Summer Ale is
Summer
good.
Ale is one of my faves.
Nice.
Yeah. The commute. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're not doing your stretches, you know.
Do you got a favorite flavor on the seltzers?
Oh, okay.
Michael, what do you have to say?
I was gonna say strawberry, but you know what? It goes up there
Which
for
is
obvious
not
reasons.
They can't hear you? Oh my god, hold on. Yeah, I trust him too.
We're gonna have to
What does that
kill some dead air, huh?
Yeah. So, me and Mike are just gonna talk about this extravagant adventure.
How
that
about
we've gone
now?
this
JNaut,
afternoon.
start yelling.
JNaut, yell something.
Hi Eric. You're my favorite player in the
I see it going on the thing.
It's coming through just quiet.
Oh, just turn up the fucking gas.
Oh, I think it's like my Discord
Yeah, turn
volume.
up the heat. I'll start screaming.
Okay.
The whole podcast.
You can.
Yeah.
Just wailing.
We're gonna really need you to enunciate here, Jane.
Like
What if I fucking do this?
Oh, because he picked Luigi.
Would that help? Help? What do you think? What do you think?
Well, we didn't DQ him, did we?
Turn desktop audio up. It's coming through the mic.
Basics, the homie.
No, we don't want to do that.
No.
We want to capture it from Discord. Fucking, what the fuck else? Oh, we went on, let me tell you something, JNaut, me and Ted just went on an excellent adventure.
Yeah.
Well, in our house. It was in our house, our home.
This one.
You know, it's where the heart is. And for sure. And I got this 100-foot long Ethernet cable, so I could finally, you know, do some things with my computer. Because I've been using a wireless, or not wireless, but a Wi-Fi adapter, and that shit sucks. Just no, I mean, like, I didn't want to be that guy, but that's what I had in my disposal, and I was a huge curmudgeon. I was a Scrooge. I didn't get a Wi-Fi adapter.
Laggy.
Yeah, I was lagging all over the place. Valorant games looking rough. I'll tell you that much. Just absolutely.
How many pings?
Speaking of Valorant, side note, made it to bronze.
You got to bronze? I'm lagging behind. I'm at Iron 2.
Come on!
I'm
I feel like
choking
I'm a
on.
professional at this point.
Yeah, whatever. I get fucked up. I can
Yeah,
shoot
me too.
names.
No, it's
Just
bad.
I get spikes. It sucks.
I
They don't let me use the GameCube controller. It's fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
Wait, really? You can use the GCC
No,
to
you
play
can't
Valorant?
use the GCC.
I don't think you can. That would be horrible.
You probably could somehow.
I was like,
Yeah, there's got to be a way, but why?
I feel like in a way it would just be so like familiar to use the
Am I
GCC.
too loud now?
Other people screaming.
No, I was just like, I was saying in the chat, like I've seen the thing go, and I'm like, it has to work now. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. And he's like screaming. All right, is it good now? He's perfect. JNaut,
You're so perfect.
I got good news.
100-foot Ethernet cord story, though.
Can this go?
Oh,
over
I
and
just
in my ear?
Ted. Yeah.
I'm
do that one.
but a deaf lad.
What basically Ted?
Such rock and roll.
Because the routers in Ted's room, we had to cleanly and neatly route it through Ted's room. That was all Ted's doing. And Ted did me a solid of wrapping it around the kitchen, and then I had to take care of the rest. And you know what? It was really easy. Didn't take a lot of time. Yeah, and now I have an upload of 94 and a download of 94 and an upload of like 50 something, which is pretty good, I think.
Blazing fast internet now.
Beautiful.
Is it?
I think
I don't know
I'm pretty sure
how
that's
to
fast.
That's
Have you ever heard of power line adapter?
yeah. You
That's
explained
the
this to
real-
me.
The
What's a-
secret strat.
What's a power line adapter?
Don't JNaut,
You
tell
plug it into
him.
your wall outlet. There's two of them. They're like a matching set.
Okay.
And you plug one into the wall, and you put a small Ethernet cable from your router to the adapter, and then another one in the power outlet in your room.
Okay.
Another Ethernet that comes out of it, and I guess it uses like the wiring of your house.
Okay.
Slightly turn up channel.
Wait, really? Does that work?
Yeah. That's
Do you
what I
have that?
That's what
Is
I
it
have.
OP?
It's amazing.
Is it amazing? Do you know your numbers?
Well, so it's amazing in the sense that it works.
Okay.
Depending on how good of one you get. So mine caps me at like 50 down, 50 up.
Got you.
But that's fine because I'm probably not going to use more.
That's beautiful. Okay.
You can play Netplay
It was like
fine,
$30.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
All
the
that
whole
matters.
Radical. Well, thank you for listening to my tale.
Yeah, but just for next time, because I've had some like really weird placements, and like landlords come and they're like, "What the fuck is this thing like taped on the ceiling?"
Yeah. And
Well, our landlord should look at our apartment.
Yeah.
We have a TV on our wall with a knife in it. So
It's not a good place to start.
no,
Our guy's afraid of us, I think.
No.
Yes.
You can either have them get mad at you. You can assert dominance over your landlord.
That's what I was thinking.
that's what we have done.
That's the better one to do.
I need to mount my landlord, I think.
Pee on things to mark your territory in the apartment, so that
Huh?
either when you move out, like you can just come back at
Yeah.
any time.
You follow your nose. Make like Toucan Sam into the back where you started from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Gotcha. Well,
What was I gonna say? I forget now.
Landlord, friends of the landlord.
Our landlord's an old fucking hardcore guy.
Yeah,
is he really?
Yeah.
friends of Laura on Facebook.
So he can beat me up?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can.
want that.
No, it definitely is.
I was hoping he was like a small guy.
He's
No.
pretty big too.
Yeah.
Is he big? Like
I've seen based on his headshot on his Facebook, probably huge.
No, he's big. He's a pretty big guy.
he can bench more than me then? Probably.
Mhm.
Ugh, that's rough.
It's cool.
Jenna, how's your landlord? Can I beat them up?
I've actually never met her in person.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's one of those
Definitely.
weird. So I moved into a house with 3 people already living here. They had an open room. 'Cause I had a weird time. It was like September in Newport. Because I got a summer rental for my job down here,
Gotcha.
and I stayed.
Plus.
So they kind of just threw me in. They're like, "Yeah, we need someone." So I've texted her. She's nice. She's from New Hampshire.
Nah, good for your die.
You don't have to buckle up there, I heard.
You do not. You can like ride in the back of trucks. It's
Yeah.
liberating.
That's
But you
fucking-
can ride in the bed of a truck?
Yeah. Yeah,
didn't
because
know
you
that.
don't need. Because you don't need a seatbelt, right? So you can make anything your seat.
And no helmets.
The world is my seat.
No
That's
helmets.
sick.
Yeah.
I always say I love it. The motorcycle people will fucking drive their shit on in mass, get to the border of Salem and Methuen, pull over, take their helmet off, and keep going.
I don't get it. And the
It's-
same with the no seatbelt thing. Like, right? It's nice that you can do it, but
Yeah, but like,
you
what?
become,
What?
like when you get in an accident, you become like a human crayon on the street.
Hey, the point is that you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
The option is there.
Yeah, you can.
You can. Live free or die, baby.
Ryan,
Or
That's-
do both at the same time. That's
Exactly.
live free and die.
And yeah.
God, that's the best state slogan, like, hands down.
Live free and die is fucked.
How
In
do
a
you
good
get
way.
that?
They got that shit.
It's pretty.
What's
good.
ours?
I know Massachusetts is, but I know Methuen's is where change. Well, no, where history meets progress,
It's pretty good.
which means nothing. What does that? What does
That's
that mean?
they're polar opposites, right?
That sounds like a quote Heimerdinger would say in League of Legends. Anybody in the chat knows that. You can.
Oh, we're League
Yeah,
fans.
Exactly.
Close me there. I've
Damn
only
that.
ever played Blitzcrank.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's close. Blitzcrank is this whole thing. Let me talk about it for 2 seconds because it's funny. So Blitzcrank is this robot. In the lore, he's like a really nice guy. He's a robot that was built by a genius scientist to like help humanity. But all of his voice lines in game. I think they updated the lore before they updated the voice lines because he's like, kill all humans. And it's like, what's this guy's fucking problem? I don't know. It's just
What a
good.
nice guy.
He's the worst. everyone hates Blitzcrank. Ryan, what would...
I'm champion.
It's true, he just... You yank people from across the world. Oh,
do dumb shit.
yeah, it's 100%.
Dota's got some great voice lines.
Dota's got good ones.
Yeah, they have a lot of ones that like relate to other Valve games, particularly TF2.
I love TF2.
That's always
Like what? What does Sniper say?
Sniper said he's like boom, like that's a headshot.
Oh,
he's
like
saying
boom,
like
headshot.
yeah, he
I
says
get
like that shit.
Gotcha.
And then there are other ones. I forget what they are now.
It's all good. I like the fact that they're there because
Yeah.
I love TF2. Top 5.
I think there's one. I don't know. I might be making this one up. I forget. I don't know.
Thanks, Ted.
I was like, so like in the voice line conversation, I always loved Left 4 Dead voice lines.
Oh yeah,
Good old pills here.
Pills here. Pills.
There's a witch. Jockey, no. Yeah. Anyway,
What are we doing today?
well, the first thing on the docket, which you might see, which might be confusing to the viewer, is Evo Champ Freddy.
I'll win instead.
Yeah, so Freddy's not here, so he can't give us his unique take.
Gotcha.
But JNaut, do you play any other fighting games except for Melee?
No.
Awesome.
Good.
JNaut me neither, baby.
Good. Yeah,
I'm
fuck
just
that.
a purist.
Yeah. I don't know why I would spend time playing those ones when I just could play Melee.
Yeah, exactly. Like they are objectively inferior.
Yeah.
Good point.
Hell yeah.
I would just rather. Yeah.
Mike, you play some though, don't you? Casually.
So on the new list, can I just shoot through it real quick?
I was asking what games you play.
That's what I'm
Did
saying.
you play fighting games?
Yeah. I'm talking about the new Evo list. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I was just asking like a personal.
Oh yeah, I play other fighting games. Do you want to know which ones?
Yeah, that was the question. That was the question.
Evo list?
So basically, if we're getting right down to brass tacks about the games that I play, I dabble. I'm not good at any of them. I just like to get, a general, I like to wrap my head around the mechanics in each game so I at least know somewhat what I'm talking about when I'm talking about them. I would like to say I know a decent amount about Dragon Ball FighterZ, Street Fighter V, Tekken, fucking Killer Instinct, Skullgirls. That's probably it.
So you only play them to learn about them, or do you play them just to have fun?
Have fun and, by getting yourself involved in it, you automatically just learn about what happens in the game.
Conversation starter.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm in a Discord with a bunch of people who play a fuck ton of fighting games, so I just passively learn
I
about
thought that
them.
was cool. Just be like, oh, I play these games to one fucking know what's going on.
Yeah.
Be able to talk about how Nappa's ass or whatever.
Yeah. I like being informed so that if I'm watching Evo or something, I know what Say Jam and Tasty Steve are talking about, so I can appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
But yeah, I like fighting games. Fighting games are cool.
Which ones are cool enough for Evo?
Well, Ryan, if you'd like to know. So what happened? Evo's like, fuck these games. They're all bad online, like the original lineup, right? And they're like, okay, here are good ones that have rollback netcode that everyone has been like, mwah, for online, because new Evo's online. They did Skullgirls, which is fucking awesome.
Who we beat. They're from the grave. Remember when we beat Skullgirls?
We did beat
We kept
Skullgirls.
them out. We said nope, and now here we are.
Beat the shit out of Skullgirls. Great game.
We are not an Evo.
Not Evo at all. No Smash.
Probably
Even a little bit.
until
What year did that happen in?
2013.
2013. Okay.
when we beat Skullgirls, yeah.
We gave them the old Greg Jennings stiff arm.
Stiff arm.
From that video where he broke his leg.
Clothesline.
That was before my time.
Yeah, you haven't seen that video? Oh,
No,
it's a
the
classic.
Skullgirls thing.
Oh yeah. Before any of us. Yeah.
That was before me. Fucking yeah, Skullgirls is super dope. They got Killer Instinct, which is known for how good the netcode is in that game, and that's also just a dope game, very unique. They
So
had
you think they tailored it to be online?
yeah, it was. I think because it was a reboot of an old ass game that people like, and
I mean Evo.
Oh.
Do you think they tailored the game selection
oh, of course,
to fit online?
because people have just been complaining nonstop about netcode, especially this year. It's been a huge discussion. Especially Sajam is the flag bearer for the stop having new games that fucking shitty not rollback netcode, basically. And so a bunch of games, like Street Fighter V has shitty rollback. Tekken sucks. Smash 4 sucks. Fucking Samurai Showdown fucking sucks. So the one good thing Mr. Wizard's ever done, besides letting Melee be at Evo, is like, hey, let's make all the games the main games have good netcode. So we got fucking Skullgirls, Killer Instinct.
That makes sense. That's cool.
Them's fighting herds in Mortal Kombat, I think, is what we got. And Mortal Kombat too. That's a good game. I like Mortal Kombat.
That one always seemed dumb.
It's weird. It's weird.
The
and
body,
dumb.
the sandbag body.
It's just the way they animate those characters looks fucking ridiculous and like crappy. I think is what people know it for mostly.
Hey,
What's that?
I liked it there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to hold the hammer? I was jerking off a hammer below the camera. But yeah, I'm glad Evo was like, fuck it, let's fucking make this so people will have fun for a lot of money. And the people who still like the old games have like special days that they can do their own little tournaments on, so it's not like they're dead.
Just not open brackets though to the greater country / world. I don't know, but it's just really. So it's cool Evo's doing that. No Smash at Evo, and Smashers are happy about it. Everyone's
Which
like,
is dope.
Like, Ultimate was in there. Fuck Ultimate. Online's trash. We don't want any part of that. Whatever.
Good call.
Yep, it's not there. I wanted to briefly bring that up. None of us are going to Evo anyway, and now we certainly aren't. And now there's be no reason to go anyway.
I might go just because it's canceled.
Oh, yeah?
Just celebrate, huh?
Show up.
Yeah, go protest with the other people.
Yeah,
Open up Vegas!
It's gonna play the horse fighting game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be at the venue with my controller. Like,
Where is it? That's so sad.
Wait, it's closed? Wait, Melee's in here? Wait.
No CRTs?
Everyone's like, there's just no Evo. I'm like, where's the Melee?
I want Mr. Witcher to sit at the desk at the venue. Be like, it's not happening this year. Did you not look at the thing? Like we're doing a whole different thing.
I don't have Twitter. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
It was dope.
Moving on. Right when we were doing our podcast last week, Ginger was doing his Ginger shit show. Did you see that, JNaut? With all Smurf tags?
I did.
There
were some really good ones.
Yeah, I just want to run through some of these funny tags and just give me your gut reaction on them. So from bottom to top, we have Captain Fart Hat, Heat Wave, Fuckboy Unstoppable.
I like that one.
It's a good one.
Good.
It's a great tag.
Gamer Girl 12333.
Okay.
Too many numbers.
Nuts.
Weird number choice.
Yeah, it is. But I kind of like that, right?
12,333.
337 is funny, but like for irony points. But
yeah.
It's. I think it's just generic enough where I'm like, I kind of like that you made a robot tag. You know.
Like Xbox Live suggested, you
have
the
Beep boop.
1-year-old one got reported.
It takes a certain kind of brain to be able to be that basic. I like that. Anyway, we got Nut McGee, Elite Pete. All the E's are 3s.
Good to hear.
Wait, is it 1337 Pete or is it L33T?
L.
Okay.
Also, Pete, just a funny name.
Pete's a great name.
It's actually PEET too.
I like it.
Yeah.
Just so it matches, you know?
Yeah.
It all looks...
There's Oaksicle.
Oaksicle.
Bucky Larson. I love this one. Gay Smasher.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
Who, I saw Rio Beat was on Twitter and he saw that entry, someone like forwarded it to him, and he's like, I'm being framed. So, it's an East Coast tournament, someone entered as Gay Smasher, and it's not me, guys. And they play Sheik and Peach, so it's like...
Is it DOH?
I think I've seen them on Anthers, or a similar tag.
They got 13th, so in this pretty big bracket, so that's pretty good.
I'm doing recon on Anthers ladder right now.
Oh, nice.
There's a Hostile Takeover, Absent Pages, so multiple.
Okay. I couldn't handle that.
I thought you had to say Absent Pages Smurf.
Is that too soon?
Is it too soon?
What happened to Absent Page?
Nah.
That dude's a freak.
He's a freak.
He made death threats.
Yeah.
Did he really? Oh, so he's just unstable.
Oh, death threats?
Yeah, I think he had something going on.
Dude, that guy was
doing very well.
Oh, I thought you said death grips, and I was like, oh, he's behind.
Tacky on.
That would make a lot of sense.
The tag on Anthers that I thought it was Gay Unabomber, which is
That's better.
Basically the same thing.
That's
probably
good.
better, yeah.
There's Second Shelf, PTR, Riot 8-track, or Riot Track 8 rather, Spy Kid, The King of Kings.
Like
Here's a good one. Ginger.
Okay, so
Wasn't Ginger.
so it's not Ginger. All right.
Ginger's like commentating the event, so no, it's not Ginger.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's confusing.
That's
Played
So good.
Falco too. So XX Dark Naruto 69 XX,
Good.
which is interesting.
Good.
Patty.
An oldie but a goodie.
That would always work.
You know that was someone's like Neopets username too.
Filthy Frank. Oh, sorry, I missed their sponsor. 100 Thieves, Filthy Frank.
Okay, cool.
Sponsored.
It wasn't Joji?
Does he main Captain Falcon?
Joji?
Yeah.
Frank?
No. Does he main Captain Falcon? Maybe. Maybe it
He'd
was
probably play Captain Falcon.
Yeah, he likes epic moves.
He's an epic guy.
LeBron James.
Great.
I kind of like that one.
Rest in peace.
A more recent meme. Burger King Piccolo.
Oh, nice. That meme sucks.
I like it. It is like this weird like Piccolo cosplay.
I've seen that guy.
Outside of Burger King.
I didn't know he was at Burger King.
I'm really hoping he'll visit our Burger King one day.
You think?
Make the tour.
He's on a grand tour.
To DM him.
So that was third place, Burger King Piccolo. Second place, sponsor cum, DeBuzz, comma, in my wife. Which is interesting.
Wait. It's sponsored by Cum.
Sponsored by cum.
The Buzz
And
in
then
my wife.
DeBuzz, comma, in my wife.
Okay, nice.
I like
That's so
that.
good.
Tag.
And then first place was Don't Test Me, the Roy and Fox player. Which is Zain. And that's a whole different topic.
Honestly, meh.
What?
Overall?
Oh yeah?
Field,
I'm not terribly impressed either.
yeah.
They're okay.
Okay.
They're
There
good
were
ones.
some
There's some good ones.
bright spots.
I think
There's peaks.
for
Yeah.
for talented melee players, it's pretty decent. Not known to be the funniest people. Those
If I could
Just
go
at the
back,
top.
I would just have a normal, like my tag would just be something like that.
JNaut's sick though.
Incredibly stupid.
That would be. I do like a stupid.
You know, because everyone's like, oh, it's that guy. Oh, it's XX Dark Naruto 69.
it's like and he kicks ass.
Yeah.
He won his pool without dropping a set. He
Top
fucking
100.
yeah.
Into global XX Dark Naruto 69 XX.
That's pretty sick.
The sponsor comes, you're like, I will not change it.
I'm trying to look back on the YBV list and the examples at the end of his list that he gave, and I can't remember. I'm at the fuck. I'm trying to remember really good ones.
Dreamboat Larry's Dream Ride.
That's what it was. Or something like Wild Ride.
Yeah, Dreamboat Larry's Wild Ride.
What a good list.
That is just a sacred text. That is.
Yeah, that is literally a sacred text.
Hours.
There's no better way to put it.
Hours and hours put into
The
it.
scrolls.
Yeah.
We
Definitely.
should print it out and like scroll it.
It's the meme where he like finds it's like the truth you don't want to see, and it's like my tag's D tier.
Yeah, it's like on parchment.
It is always funny. You see people go in the list, and when the list first released too, there's people just joining it, like going on to it, being like, "Oh, what's my tag?" And then immediately to the comment section, be like, "What do you mean?
I'm not S.
C tier?" And then like usually if you complain, you either if you're like a friend of Kevin's, you'd be like, "All right, well, one more up." And if he doesn't like you or doesn't know you, he's like, "That's down -1 for complaining."
Take your lumps.
You're even worse now. Get down there. One of the people I don't know who Toph was, but when Toph was playing in this bracket, which he asked Ginger if he can compete in it, and it was fine. I don't know.
Why do you have to ask?
Because he's West Coast.
West Coast, right?
But Captain Face Roll was watching, and he said, "I'll bet $500 it's Steven. Only someone as stylish and aggressive as him could have pulled that off." I'm not sure who Steven is in this context. Anyone?
Fat Goku.
Fat Goku?
Pretty sure.
Okay, I think Face Roll would say that. For
Sounds
Foul.
right.
Yeah. So, and Toph,
My dad. Side note.
he is definitely... I can see that. There's a striking resemblance.
JNaut
I wish I came from that dude's balls.
Yeah,
Face roll.
Yeah.
Nice.
he's the nicest person of all time.
I'm sure he's great.
We have this like chic group chat, and it's the most positive space I think on the entire. It's incredible. It's like Face Roll and Spark are the nicest people.
Yeah.
A safe space.
The other ones too, like ASL. You guys know Chad.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
Chad.
Be in New England.
Love Chad.
Such a nice guy.
Blue eyes, white privilege.
That would be a fire Smurf for him.
I think it is. I think it is a Smurf.
Is it Smurf?
Yeah. But Toph quoted that, and he was like, "I'm so glad I entered because he got mistaken for Fat Goku's Fox." So it's like, that's right. You know who's playing? You're like, this guy's really fucking good.
Fat Goku.
Yeah.
Very good player.
It is interesting to think, like, if you were to take tags away from a lot of sets, even if you looked at, like, oh, this is losers and top 64 at a major, and you watched it without tags, you might be surprised, like, people that you may not expect. You're like, oh, is that face roll? Is that, like...
There are so many
sick
good
shit.
fucking people at that level.
Yeah.
But those matches are like never streamed or on like the main stream, so people don't see them. But those are like the best matches. That's like why I go to majors, is to watch those matches.
Yeah. Feeding the crowd.
Yeah. The crowd during top 64 is just like, God,
You're just like all gathered around a setup where like
even
about to upset your favorite top player and losers round 2 of top 64.
Even fucking round 2 pools are fire. I might like round 2 pools better.
Round 2 pool. I love watching round 2 pools.
Yeah, watching round 2 pools is fire. I've never made it to round 2 pools because I'm bad, but
that's like it's pivotal for a lot of people too. It's kind of like they're playing for their breakout moment, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
exactly.
Cool.
What was a shine this year? I feel like I talk about this set all the time, but it was Slox versus Swooper. And it was just like such a tight pat. And they're just like, Swooper went up. Yeah, it was this shine.
Yeah.
Worcester shine. Last shine. Like Swooper went up, or Slox went up, and then Swooper was like fucking him up and brought it back like to game 5. And then like Tony barely clutched out game 5. But it was like all New Jersey. They're just like, let's go, Swooper! I'm just like, let's go, Tony!
He beat the shit out of Yasu, I remember watching. Swooper.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck! I was depressed.
That was my pool, because I lost to Swooper, too.
Yeah, dude, all the homies got bodied by Swooper, except for Sloth.
I think it was Shine 2016. Jesse lost to Swooper.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first time I ever heard of the guy, and he, like, Jesse, like, comes back, he's like, I just got swooped. Like, I don't know. Damn player.
That's dope.
That's funny.
My Steam name for a while, I was like playing Rocket League at the time, and my Steam name, because I thought it was just so fucking funny, was the Swooper for like a year.
Just janked it. That's awesome.
That is funny.
Just take the tag. Like, oh, you the Swooper? Like,
yeah, I am the Swooper.
Just came right in.
You swooped it.
It's so swoopable.
It is so swoopable.
I know what I'm doing next time I see the Swooper.
Swooping that tag, baby.
Swoop! I'm Swooper! Get his ass. That's fucking dope.
What was I gonna say?
That guy's a rager, right? Sorry.
New Jersey, good tags. Good tags in New Jersey.
I like New Jersey.
Fuck my bitch 5000. Zealous 5000. Also just a sick tag.
5,000 is a good set of numbers.
5,000 just like, it just sounds like a movie or something.
Whenever I do TV tags, I've made sure to stay away from like our area.
Yeah.
Because I just know you all know just all of those. And it's like, fuck.
Dude, Corb's his alt tag, I guess his Smurf, McDumpy. Which that's his name on Steam, and then his Smurf on Steam for his other Dota account, McDumpy Jr.
So he's got multiple.
Yeah.
That's funny.
God.
Shit.
McDumpy Jr. is like really good.
Yeah.
Without any context, but like, oh, we're getting fucked by McDumpy Jr. Like, no.
I love when McDumpy Jr. comes out.
Yeah.
Because I'm really bad, so my like points are really low, and he has really high points because he's so good at Dota. And so he can't like play games with me. So if we're playing a party, he has to use McDumpy Jr.
Hell yeah.
Dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's fucking. What about Don't Test Me won, and it was Zain.
Yes.
Going both Fox and Roy. Just kind of like playing, oh, I won't play my main. I'll just fuck around. Wins it. Then we go into this last weekend. East Coast Rona Rumble 5-3. A number?
Yeah.
A number.
Don't Test Me wins it only with Roy.
Wait, was it Don't Test Me, or did he enter as Don't Test Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Don't Test Me.
Got you. That's awesome.
And he fucking just fucked him up with Roy. And then the whole weekend up to now, it's been Roy talk, and Like, oh my, and just talking about how good Zain is pretty much.
Okay, I'm fine with the Zain is amazing talk because obviously, bro is not. Bro is nasty at the game.
Just put it on the ground.
I got it right now. Hog champ. Keep going.
Like playing the maracas in the background.
Yeah.
But he's like so nasty. But now the people who are like talking about Roy like he's decent or like has any validity.
No.
Like, this is what I hate when good players play a low tier and all the low tier just like fucking dick suckers come out of the woodwork like, oh, Roy's so good. Roy counterpick Pog.
Left in Mewtwo.
Oh, left in Mewtwo.
Yeah. I feel that. I mean, yeah. I don't know. People just have knee-jerk reactions to that kind of stuff, right? Where like, maybe Roy is the truth.
It is
or
high
whatever.
for a lot of people that have spent a lot of time, like, for those couple Roy mains out there that have had just a horrible life of defeat. Like, this is, like, here we are, guys. Like, we did it.
Hey,
so I understand it a little bit.
Yeah. It's not,
but it's not real.
It just sucks because in this instance, it's not the character, it's the player. Or in any instance like that, it's not the character, it's the player, right?
Yeah.
And even then...
Yeah. The player could always choose a better character.
Yes. And even Zain, you said, or something like that earlier when we were watching his commentary over his Roy run, or his finals, whatever, was like, oh yeah, Mango would have like just absolutely destroyed me, or whatever the fuck, and something like that. So even at the peak of that character, it's like a better character still just absolutely destroys. Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people talk too. They're like, "Oh, it's not you." We talk about it all the time in matchups. People are like, "Oh, I can't beat Marth," and it's like it's not the matchup until you, or people say it's not your character until you're at like a really high level.
Yeah.
But I think that separation still exists even between like the top 20 and the top 5, and like, you know. And I think if you give Ginger like 2 more sets to figure out some DI and like learn how to edge guard Roy, that probably doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I agree.
But being able to like adapt on the fly and stuff against a player who Zain absolutely outclasses him. And I mean, if you watched his Marth against Ginger's Falco, like you're gonna assume Zain's gonna win every time. So it's interesting to see how even with a more limited tool set, Zain can still make that work.
Just pop off on him.
It's like not even
I
like...
wanted to see a top level, like even like a top 50. I know he played J-Flex in one, but I wanted to see like a top 50 Sheik just completely invalidate that character.
Well, J-Flex isn't great on net play historically. Like he's definitely
that's another thing too. Yeah. Net play it's not really an excuse if you have the right setup and the right connection, but if you have a bad setup, it definitely matters.
For sure.
One thing that couldn't happen.
His name's Roy, because I think Roy, along with every other low tier, is a 100-0 matchup in Sheik's favor.
Yeah, I saw him do some sick shit to J-Flex. But
really?
yeah, as Roy. But he beat 2 Saint 2, and Roy puffs fucking hard.
That's true.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And he also
net plays too.
He is a fiend.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough to watch. But you were saying like a limited tool set. I think it's even like, to put it a different way, it's like duller tools. You know, it's like
like
you're using the same. A steel sword, you're going out there with like the training pole, like you got nothing.
The
like,
Kingdom Hearts beginning weapon.
Exactly. But Zane's got all the same kind of like moves and like same kind of like almost hitboxes. Roy's a little limited at the hitboxes sometimes, but I think that the fact that Zayn could just implement the same game plan but limited is what really made it just fucking work.
Yeah,
you know? Like that's like still insane and. I think it was some matchup stuff that really kind of fucked everyone else for being like, okay, I know Roy's different in his recovery. How is it different? I don't know. Weight, all that kind of stuff.
That is always a low tier buff.
One thing that was fucking so sad to see was people would be in a technical position and they would roll away, and they wouldn't roll away. They'd take in place or roll in, and then it's like, listen. You're scared of rolling away because Marth can just fucking tipper you. Roy can't fucking do that.
So they roll in and get fucked up?
Far away from him as possible.
Yeah, the close. You want to be as far away from him when you're not inside of him attacking him.
Yeah.
So Ginger was just going about it like pretty wrong, and the Mango comment was because Mango would just fucking run him over and be like, "Fuck you, Zain."
Who do you think I am?
I'll beat your Marth. I'm beating your Roy. I'm not scared of this.
That was a huge thing I noticed too. Was like, I think Ginger got way into his own head, like he was dropping back and lasering it to
so much
defensive, and like if you're playing against someone that's better than you, like you can't just kind of like hope for them to make mistakes and then win. You have to make them make mistakes and win. Especially when your character just has way more tools to do that. Like there's some really good examples of like him doing really good shield pressure and like really putting the pressure on Zain. But as soon as you start dropping back, like you let Zain kind of get comfortable with his own space. He can power shield your lasers. Like he can start to set up what he wants to do instead of you forcing like, no, this is the game we're gonna play.
Yeah.
And boy,
I
can
think
he
that
power
exists
shield.
at all levels.
Yeah, he did.
People struggle with that. Like
That's
not
what I always
being
do
good at
when I'm playing
moving
fucking
forward and being aggressive.
Ryan's
But it was
DK
like it was
though.
really obvious there.
I just bully Ryan's DK.
You gotta.
I just run at it with nairs and running shines, and I don't even really full hop it much. I kind of just like run at it with short hops, and it's like DK's like, God, I don't know. Like,
I'm too large.
It's weird though. It's weird, but you know, it's like in a way, at least for like I think some low tiers are like, oh, I get to display him, and if I can just outplay him, I can take the stock.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it works out. So yeah, you know, it's like you have to make a balance of it,
Yeah, I guess.
because like, you know, once you're in the arms of a low tier,
Yeah.
it's Fox. You're like you're the go-to fucking beanbag that every low tier just sauces on in their room.
Yeah, it's true.
You fucking you come there right. If you're not smart about it, you get grabbed. Fucking, you're off the stage. You're getting fucked by Roy's edge guarding.
Run off side Bs.
Yeah. Speaking of good and bad players, though, I have a question for JNaut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, JNaut, who gave you Fox? Who said JNaut's allowed to play Fox in tournament now?
I've been a Fox main forever, guys.
I know this.
We're all getting,
Yeah.
we're all doomed. JNaut's got Fox in his hands now.
I just play Sheik in tournament
That makes sense. Yeah.
sometimes.
And never on that play.
I kind of, the way I looked at it was Fox is really fast and fun. So on days where I didn't want to commit to like, oh, I'm going to reaction tech chase, I'm going to like wave dash back forward tilt, I'm going to learn Fox. And it made me so much better at the game. Like, not only understanding the Fox matchup, but just doing like high APM things, same jump squad as Sheik. So it's really like the movement translates well.
I play a lot of Sheik
So
as well,
I think they're
so
a
that
really
makes sense.
good complement to each other as
Yeah.
far as like a matchup spread too. Like Fox really covers some of Sheik's bad matchups and vice versa. Fox covers, I think I said that backwards, but then you could use Sheik against Marth.
Yeah, exactly. When you're
Yeah,
on
so-
that FD pick, it's like, do you want to bring the FD? I got a sheep.
Sheik against
I don't think I'll ever
Samus.
be like a true only Fox main, but I think in the future it's gonna be like more Fox than Sheik.
Nice. Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, you can only like, so you reaction, like you play against the Falco, right? Like you reaction tech chase them, you get like 70% of
Yeah.
just like 3-frame windows. You're executing perfectly,
Mhm.
and you feel really good about that, right? And you feel good about that until you miss one and you get like spot dodge shined, and they go into like their auto combo cutscene that they've all practiced, that every bronze Falco on net play can do to you, and then they took 70% and they didn't have to try. And that just like wears away your soul after a while.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
So then you just play Fox and you kill them instead.
yeah,
And
you
you
can
can
just
like
shine.
press buttons and look cool. And people automatically think you're cooler just because you're playing Fox, even
It's
though
true,
like
it's true.
debatable.
It's a fact, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I love watching Sheik. I don't know if it's just because I play a good amount of Sheik, but watching watching Spark or Face Roll or even like
Spiff.
J-Flex, JNaut. I like watching Spiff play.
Do you really? That's awesome.
Are cool.
Yeah.
Lame
yeah.
Sheiks are lame.
I like lame Sheiks too. My favorite Sheik, Rosin. Love watching
Ugh.
some good old Rosin play. Just
Disgusting.
some standard, fundy,
I
by the
love a
book
lot of
Sheik.
stuff Rosin does, but I also hate a lot of stuff Rosin
Yeah.
does.
CC
He's a
King.
really, really smart player. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he definitely has like a solid game plan that he's trying to execute, and you can like you can see that. But sometimes that can be a weakness, right? Like if I can figure out your game plan, and like you're very like rigid in your game plan, that opens up a ton of holes.
Yeah. You can
So
find the
it's- I don't
counter.
know.
If you find counterplay, you have it. And you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
have
and that was the thing I noticed like playing him back when he still played. It was like I could
Right.
lock onto a couple things, and like his mid-set adaption like wasn't always there.
pouring one out. For
A little,
Oh, nice.
little
Like when
spill.
he grabbed you, dude, that's a wazzle.
Yeah, that is a
You
wasp.
get wazzled.
Speaking of game plans and stuff, so Zosu had a really cool take on the whole Roy thing.
Gotcha.
Which was he was bringing up. I don't know if you saw this, Sniker JNaut. Ted, I know you saw it. So some people when they approach low tiers just kind of say like, it doesn't matter what they are. We're gonna go in. We're gonna do our very basic stuff, and just like we're gonna leave. You know, it's gonna be a hard day, but we're gonna leave, and it's gonna be okay. You know. Do you guys feel that way? Like going into a low tier, you kind of like I'm gonna use a limited amount of my moves. I'm gonna like just kind of funny them out, better character to them, and fucking leave. JNaut?
I kind of the way I look at it is like you have to respect the 2 or 3 things that they can do, but if you respect that and like you can simplify your own game plan because you do usually have a couple tools that invalidate. So like we look at Sheik, right? Needles invalidate a ton of low tiers. Like holding down and like grabbing invalidates a ton of low tiers. So if I'm playing like Nick Marcus, right? Like I have a very simple game plan against Nick. I'm gonna watch out for the platform cancel dare into fair. I'm gonna watch out for down tilt. And other than that, I'm just gonna link needles into grabs, and then I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna kill him.
Kill him.
Because there you go. Matchup.
Yeah.
But you can't. But right, like when I played him at the Arcadian, if you're a little weak in your mindset, like game 1 in our, I think it was our first set, he 4-stocked me. And then you sit there, I'm like, okay, now like
he's actually good.
No, he's a really good player.
He's so good,
but his character's really bad.
Yeah.
So if I respect him as a player and respect the couple tools his character has, develop my game plan to kind of deal with that, and you don't have to go crazy, right? Like we were saying with Fox on low tiers earlier, like you can just rush them down and overwhelm them, or if you're still exerting like stage control and zoning pressure, like you don't have to be as crazy about it, but you just have to be using your tools that like clearly invalidate their couple of good tools. Because every character has a few things, except Bowser.
And that's what Zoso was saying. He was saying that we need to get away from this culture of fucking, I'm just gonna do my thing and beat them. Like you need to know what they could do. You need to understand the character.
You have to have some knowledge.
Yeah. If you don't know that DK has that hitbox behind his head,
shut up.
That shit's gonna you brought up DK.
Is gonna throw you away to a DI. Like you're gonna die. But if you know the couple things he can do, you'll be okay.
Exactly. So you actually have to know the character. Even although it may not be everyone's top priority, and I think what Zoso was saying, you gotta know the characters. You can't just say I'm Sheik, therefore input Ganon, I will beat them. No. If the Ganon knows their shit.
No, that one I'll throw it out the window. Ganon's horrible, and you should win every time.
But not every time. Not every time.
I'm the biggest Ganon hater on the planet.
I do hate Ganon.
I think he's one of the most brain dead characters.
They throw out. They don't actually like play the game, right? So those like Twitch plays things. It's like one of those Twitch plays that's just like I'm gonna back air in place, I'm gonna fair in place, I'm gonna retreating fair. It just kind of like cycles through that. And
So
they don't actually
brain-dead.
do anything.
Caveman as fuck.
I love
basically.
it.
Definitely Unga.
Maybe you run into it a couple times and you like eat a fair at 50 and you're just dead now.
Yeah, it's 3 fairs and you're dead.
Do you have any Ganons you play recently, or you like what are the Ganons in New England that come to your brain? Not play like that, but just weighing.
And Crackhead. I've never played him a couple times.
Trail Ganon.
I love Trail, but I hate playing Trail.
That's fair.
I love that guy.
Dude, I used to
Such
go
a
to
good
that
dude.
dude's house and just
I
fucking...
played him earlier today. He'll play like Ices usually more.
Yeah.
I played my Fox against this Ganon a little bit, and it's like you could if you just laser on the other side of the stage, like you could get like 40% before he comes over.
The old man run.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love talking about
I
him.
accidentally taught him something good on Ices, so hopefully he doesn't do it. 'Cause he usually just like desync blizzards with Nana to cover ledge, and then doesn't really like you might like forward smash with Sopo. But if you like desync Blizzard and then grab ledge with Sopo, you can actually cover a lot because then you can react to like high Firefox angles.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I might have
I see
created
what
a
you did
monster.
Trails.
He's really good.
See
He
you
has a very
Monday.
good understanding of the game.
there. Yeah, I mean the dude's
He's
been
very
playing since,
committed
like,
to to his play style too.
You can just tell watching him that he's been playing forever, basically.
Yeah.
He knows how to
Yeah.
scramble.
I mean, he used to be a top 100 player. That,
Yep.
that means something.
No, I know.
2013 MIOM. The most fraudulent MIOM top 100.
It's true. John, did you know I have a, that's my best win, is Trail.
Okay. That's a good win. He's good.
Unimpressed but enlightened. He's like, oh, all right.
No, Trail was dope.
That's a good win.
You know, it was hard fought. I'll tell you that much.
Trail's good. I like seeing Trail do well at the Allston, the Amanos.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm a big I mean, get an
He
icy.
starts going to like more monthlies and stuff because he shows up to weeklies in Rhode Island. Well, he did before the COVID fun time, but he would show up to weeklies in Rhode Island. We had some tight battles.
Yeah. Yeah, I love fucking Roy, though. The homie. Roy Valet, a.k.a. Trail.
I lost to him in like the only Cold Heart Smash I went to. I didn't know who he was.
Oh,
He
yeah?
kinda whooped me.
Was he entered as Trail or Roy?
He was, I think he was Roy there.
Yeah.
Because that was the coolest tournament of all time. So I'm gonna like bring you guys back.
Set the
Please.
This
stage.
is when this is the first time I brought out Fox in a tournament
Ah.
against Rosin.
His birthday.
So it was in my pool. I was seated like decent. I think I was second seed in my pool, but I lost to Jordan, Stacy's stepdad.
Oof.
I was
Rough.
like, fuck.
We've
But I
all-
still
we've
made
all
it out
been
in
there.
winners.
It's true.
It was like top 2 got out in winners, top 2 out in losers. Made it out in winners. Play Rosin first round, and at this point I'm like, if I cheeked into him, I just lose. Because this was, I think it was like 2017. Cheeked into him, I lose. I'm like, let's just try the Fox out. Like I've been dicking around with it, see how it goes.
Playing against John Ward.
Shit on.
Get shit on.
Get shit on.
Just
So
like
then
first
I'm
John
kinda
Ward.
like, oh, whatever at this point. So then I was like hanging out with Jesse, and we were just like drinking beers by that like pool. And I was in the sauna with Nugget for a while. So
I
I
love
was,
Cold Hard
like,
Smash.
I was pretty drunk, and I had to like snap back to reality to now go on a loser's run.
Uh-huh.
So I play Mateto first, and he's up 3 stocks to 1 on me game 3. I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's so bad.
Like, I'm gonna lose.
Beast boy.
Somehow, like I cheese him twice and I pull it out.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
only I'm like, I have a bathing suit on, no shirt. I'm just like wrapped in a towel.
Oh, that's why he
I'm just out
lost.
of my element.
Distracted.
I played Jordan again, and he just like he SDs to lose the set in just the stupidest way. But I didn't have much like inhibition, so I like laughed and I felt wicked bad after.
That's funny.
Jordan's SD.
The
So I
rematch.
win that one, and then I play Mr. Lemon, who I'd never beaten before, and I guess the key to the Doc Mario matchup, and like the only way to understand it is just be hammered.
Ah.
Oh, nice. You unlocked
I've
it.
never beaten him.
I'll let you know, JNaut. It's not. But go on.
I think it is. It's nothing about that makes sense.
No, I've been not sober at many of locals, and I've lost to Mr. Lemon. But I'm glad you found your way.
Yeah, okay. Maybe the sauna too.
The song. Oh, that's probably it. No
Maybe you're
sauna at a
Just
GP.
nugget for
Maybe
a
you're
little
just super drunk.
bit, and then you'll understand.
Because if
Yeah,
you're
but
in
then I
a...
got fucked up by trail, but that was like the first tournament I did. Like that was like my first really good run, and I was like, well, what does that mean? I like did that drunk. Like that's validating. Like,
That's good. That's good for your future.
You know, Jenna, I had a similar experience one time at a multi-shine where like I'd been going for a while, just placing like 7th, and then like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna smoke weed before this bracket. Smoke some weed before the bracket. Just got 3rd.
Oh, nice.
There's like not a lot of people there.
sometimes,
I was
like,
like,
the things that are holding you back are just some mental inhibition, right?
yeah.
Some competitive nerve or some
I don't know. Because if I'm eating...
something holding you back when you're competing.
I'm eating meat and cheese sandwiches before brackets sometimes, and I just get destroyed.
Well, that's bad.
Absolutely.
Meat and
Absolutely
cheese
right.
sandwiches?
Meat and cheese.
Is that like a
You
euphemism?
gotta
What is
drink
that?
I just
water,
sandwiches
you
full
gotta
of meat and
hydrate it,
cheese.
You take care of your brain.
Can't eat too much.
Or
Maybe
just
some
get
fruit.
So what I was thinking for you, though, is that, one, you were in a sauna, so you're just sweating out moisture, but at the same...
Hydrated, drunk. Yeah,
yes,
just-
so you're getting drunk real quick. Just real quick. And not only that, but you were in a sauna with... Yes.
That is how that works.
That's why in hot tubs, one time I was in a hot tub and I was drinking vodka. And then I got out of the hot tub and I was really drunk and I peed on someone's snowman.
That's why.
But not only were you in a sauna and you're drinking, you're talking to Nugget. So I think that was really...
awesome.
There you go.
I think it was
The
the first time I ever
trifecta.
like, had a conversation with him.
You just reached Zen is basically what I mean.
Yeah,
And,
no,
yeah.
I think if we could pinpoint the nugget zone like on Earth, I think it's that sauna.
It was with you for that moment.
Yeah, no, I escaped. You know when you say like you take DMT and you just like blast off.
I've heard.
That's awesome.
I'm so sad we don't have that venue anymore.
Yeah,
That's-
it's too bad. That
Was the latest one the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Yeah, it was such a sick tournament. God.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Dave has moved on.
I know, he's on to bigger and better things.
It's true.
Can't be mad.
In the Peru.
In the Peru.
He is pruning.
He's proving up. We'll get him here
Everyone's
eventually.
kind of. I feel like everyone's hitting that like pivotal age.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna. Some of the homies are moving out.
The old
yeah.
guard, yeah.
We're getting older.
Yeah, time to figure life out.
We're getting older. New England's only getting less cool.
It's true, unfortunately.
No, it's still sick.
I think New England's sick still.
No, it's still sick. But I'm saying
Yeah,
as
it's sick,
we
man.
all move out,
Oh.
I feel like people before us are pretty cool, and now we're the coolest, and then we get pushed out, and it's the next layer.
Yeah, like
and it's
we're like
Omar, so
15
it's
years
fine.
now.
Because Omar's cool.
Omar's cool.
Omar's dope.
But then it's like, then that gets pushed out, and I don't know what happens after that.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
He's definitely next tier Allston Melee. Or next generation Allston Melee.
I love
Yeah.
Omar.
Even though he's been playing, or he's lived in Allston longer than we have. But
Who's
we've been
this?
playing
But has he?
Omar.
You know Omar?
Is he the
Nor-
Falco player?
Northeastern
Yeah.
Falco, yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Homie.
I've played him before.
Okay, and for our last thing, and I think we're all of the same opinion on this, I hope.
I'm ready to disappoint.
But the title of the stream is called Melee Eugenics. The intro to
Right.
Melee Eugenics.
Eugenics bad.
You're on something.
We'll practice
Is that
the
what we're all
stream of-
agreeing?
Yeah, that's the first question. Do we?
I'll think about it.
That Mike's fair. He wants to.
It's true.
What's their argument?
I've thought about it. I'm over eugenics. Eugenics and
Over it. So, and why it's called that is because today, especially on Twitter, the big discussion was about if, like, the comparison between. So one of these smashers that is an ultimate or something.
One of these fucking guys.
He's saying, what was that?
nothing.
He was saying that the likelihood of you becoming a pro smasher through hard work is like saying that through enough hard work and money you can be a billionaire. Like, it's not possible. It's not a reasonable thing to think. Only certain people can attain $1 billion or attain top level in Smash games.
Yep.
No, you can't just work towards it.
You can. I mean, you have to get there. You know what I mean? I think that you have to have the mindset that you personally can. Maybe not everyone can. Like if you want to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you don't know till you try. And you shoot for the stars. And you land on the moon. It's not too bad.
I don't know if this had to do anything with what you're talking about, because I actually don't know what this is, but there's a quote that got brought up from a thing that I enjoy that was, not all people who work hard are successful, but everyone who is successful works hard. I think is, and obviously that doesn't.
Who said that? Abraham Lincoln?
It was Abraham Lincoln. It's
Your mom.
It's a
She doesn't say that.
a coach in boxing manga, Hajime no Ippo.
Oh, he said that.
He did say that. I think it's a good quote.
I remember that.
No,
It is
I think
good
it's a good quote.
It's true.
What do you think, JNaut?
So I think some people, like, you'll see it in everything, right, that are like naturally catch on to things kind of quick, or like the people that'll kind of come up out of nowhere, but you don't get to the top. The top level is all it's mindset, work ethic, right? Like
Yep.
having a plan of how you're going to improve and then devoting the time to execute. So I think the time it takes could be different for different people to reach that top level, but I think if everyone, like, if you put everyone on an equal playing field, right, like we all just pick up Melee right now and we said go for it, like the people with the best mindset and like that had the strongest work ethic would be the best players.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's much of an argument, especially you see people like Zain, right? Like he's been around for 4 years and he's now a top player.
But is he not
And so many people
destined?
get kind of caught up with, it's hard, like, because there's a whole contingency of players, right? They're like, oh, I'm working hard, but I'm not seeing my results get better. And it's because everyone else is kind of like giving that same, and for not everyone's goal is to be a top player. Like, I don't want to be a top 10 player. It's an unreasonable amount of work to get to there, and that's fine.
Sucks, honestly.
But a lot of people kind of get caught with like, oh, I'm going 1-2 at tournaments, and I've been going 1-2 for a year. Like, I don't feel like I'm getting better. And it's because everyone else is kind of making those like little steps too with you, and you're kind of just like going along together. But the people who really get good have like the real delineated, like, this is the plan, this is how I'm going to analyze the game, here's how I'm going to learn from my mistakes, here's how I'm going to learn new things, and that makes them get better a lot faster. That's the key to getting better at Melee, is coming up with a game plan that lets you get better faster than everyone else.
Do you think, and this is for everybody, a lot of the people who are at the top level right now have an innate talent that they started with, and they were already beating the shit out of people, and honing in that talent that they already had brought them to like the peak. And I'm trying to think of names right now people who probably, like, if you know or not, or historically, started off just like us, and then just through like determination and hard work just became like that good. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Mewtwo King.
Yeah,
Mewtwo
King and
Mewtwo King was like a basement grind. Even like recently, IBDW just like launched off out of nowhere, right? He was a good, like, respected regional player.
Yep.
And then he just takes off, and now he's a top 10 player.
That's true.
So I think
good.
Those, like, the people that are at the top now, like, they kind of went through that journey at a different time in Melee, where it actually was a lot harder to get better than it is now.
Yeah.
There's way less resources. People were putting out content that helped you get better at the game. You didn't have this like treasure trove of hundreds of top player sets to just like steal from.
And Uncle Punch and all that kind of stuff.
That work, like figuring out the game, and that's why they got so good.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they learned everything.
So I guess
I think a lot of people.
What was that?
Go ahead.
No, please.
I think a lot of people kind of get hung up and like, and especially people analyze, they'll go like super micro and like, oh, this like tiny little situation, how do I optimize that? How do I like lab this thing out? They kind of miss like really big picture things.
More matchup, more in the game stuff.
Yeah, and just like the way you look at everything, right, too. So it's the way I've tried to like break Melee down is kind of just like sets of situations. So you can't obviously have an answer for like every single situation in the game, but you could have like answers for situations that are really similar, and all of that like comes together to your game plan, right? So it's like, I am at this range of percents against an opponent X character who's at this range of percents, and we're here on a stage. Like, what can they come at me with, and then how can I react to that, or what can I come at them with, and what ways do I think they're going to react to that? And if you break everything down into like, if you like turn into a like frame data nerd, which is actually really useful, you say like, if I do this move or they do this move, they have this window to react because I know I'm at this spacing, or if I knock them down, I have this frame window to react where I can like run up and crouch, and then I can cover every option. Or you can really make it, you can make it a science, right? And just kind of always knowing that like, oh, in this situation, this is probably a good thing to cover, like rock and paper, but maybe if they do scissors, it won't work, but I'm still not in a horrible position.
It's always interesting to me too how every person breaks down those like groupings of situations differently, and like everyone responds to them differently, or a lot of people do. I think now less so than ever. I think a lot of stuff has kind of gotten
very flowchart
automated.
Yeah, well, it's just more like a unified flowchart. Like, we're like, yeah, this is just best here. Like, you know what I mean?
But we don't know, but like, so
or
if you watch Leffen do something, right? And you're like, oh, that's really good, and then everyone studies Leffen, and then everyone does it, and you get this like confirmation bias that like, if I grab Fox at 50%, I should up throw up tilt.
True.
Like that, right? And then
I'm not saying it's good.
Everyone says like, that's what I should do. But then I'm like, wait, what if I up throw, single hit up air, shine, running shine up smash them instead? And then I look.
You do love that.
That shit is tight.
There's a reason. So those little things, like the really hard inputs, are really good to do. They're good to like drill into yourself in situations that aren't like crazy important in a tournament, right? Because if you can still in that like tournament environment do those really fine inputs, when you start getting to like less difficult inputs, right? Like if I'm just gonna like claw, jump, cancel, up smash first. I'm gonna try that like stupid single hit up air thing. Like I should hit the claw more times, but I should also, because I've raised my like general skill ceiling higher by doing like more fine inputs. Kind of think you like train your hands to be able to do like easier things better.
JNaut, let me put it in your terms. It's like putting some weights on your baseball bat.
Oh,
Yes.
look at that.
Then
Exactly.
you can take them off later, and you're just fucking knocking home
And then
runs.
you're like, oh my god, I just dinger.
Yeah, dinger.
Dinger, dude.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. So what I was gonna say was that the problem with the argument, in my opinion, is the idea that you can't choose it. It's like, so the idea is that not everyone can do this. Not everyone can do it. And it's like, sure, practically not everyone can do it because not every single person that plays Melee can be top 100 because there are 100 slots.
Okay,
Like-
logically it doesn't check out.
Yeah, I guess everyone can't be a top player.
No, you can't. Literally, you literally can't. Like, so that's what's it mean? And people always say for maybe top like 70 to 100, any one of those could be people off the list. Like I've heard that argument a lot at least.
Okay.
That it's like, well, what separates a person who's like top 110 in the world and like 80 in the world, or like
Barely anything.
a couple
Even
votes from the
50
panel.
or 70 is just attendance.
Yeah, exactly. So so not everyone can be just by definition of the criteria.
Numbers. Yeah.
But anyone could get to that level.
Yeah.
Is the idea. And the idea being like, without enough hard work, you won't get there is just stupid. You can hard work it out. We've seen people hard work it out who have been really bad and get really good. In our region, Project. Projects lose the mic regularly.
It was great.
Without an eye being blinked. And then he worked his fucking ass off.
Yep.
And he became really fucking good.
He started beating me, and then
That's a start.
it was the beginning of something that I hate.
Now he's the best in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Humble
is
beginnings.
A great state.
We all stand on the shoulders of giants. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there's a lot of like natural variation. Like the only thing when you look, it's like basketball, right? Like not everyone can play in the NBA. You're talking about like height, like physical attributes that make it like way more difficult. Melee doesn't really have a lot of the, like some people are like definitely quicker to pick things up and things like that. But as far as like base human reaction time goes, like some people do have like slightly on the higher end, but the range isn't that significant.
Yeah.
You don't need to be 6 feet tall.
I don't think there's
Melee.
like physical barriers.
Besides, I think like hand longevity.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Like taking care of your hands early on.
It's just fucking anyone. Theoretically, anyone, if they put their mind to it, can be fucking good at Melee. It's just that a lot of people don't have the personality and or like mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Your mind has to be in it.
Yeah, I do not practice ever, which is why I'm fucking trash at Melee. Because I don't fucking practice ever. And fucking, I don't know. It's funny if you really boil it down. All you need is time and then a mindset, and then you're fucking good. You're good to go, basically. Yeah.
The drive. It needs
drive,
It needs to be your goal. You can't be going home and maybe are doing it's your main thing. That's your that's your thing that you're doing. That's
like
your
that is
goal.
that's your passion, right? Like
Yep.
that's the thing
Exactly.
you do is Smash.
Yeah. I'm gonna start going to the chat for some questions to wrap up. So you guys just hang put while I do that.
What is the boy becomes a man?
Did you guys see
What? What'd you just ask?
Is that not on the docket?
what?
The boy becomes a man?
Oh, that was the Roy thing. That was
Oh, okay.
so
okay.
Roy's our boy, and then it's like
Roy's our boy.
Oh,
it
nice.
becomes a man.
Is Mars
Just
really a
deviated
man,
from
though?
the docket. I didn't know we were
I hope
to do
not.
that. podcast.
Ryan definitely
Late at night, he's not to me.
puts word puzzles in the docket, and it's everyone's goal.
I stare at that little Elmo picture way too much. I eyes follow you. So you gotta-
Ryan's playing 3D chess over here.
I was
He's
having-
playing checkers.
I was having a chat earlier with some
Who?
people, and we were talking about children's shows and ones that you remember the most fondly. And I was thinking, did anyone else watch Bear in the Big Blue House?
Nope.
JNaut?
It sounds so familiar.
Just sounds like Berenstain Bears to me.
It's not the Bernstein Bears or the Berenstein Bears, which is a whole other
Because, like,
discussion.
the immediate, like, you say blue and, like, Blue's Clues is just
Yes,
the
of
only
course.
thing
Everyone watches Blue's
permeating in my mind, but
I wasn't a
big blue hat. I'm digging. Okay.
do some digging. I wasn't a Barney boy. Were you a Barney boy?
My brother.
Oh, okay, yeah. And, like, the moon's their friend. And
Yes,
they
in the
sing
shadow,
together.
and they sing. Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
JNaut.
okay.
Okay.
I've seen this.
My brother just like fiended Barney way too much. My parents hated it so much they
course.
banned me.
Really?
Yeah, well,
I think it was a similar thing, except they just thought it was silly.
Yeah,
There was-
Calabar, I've been reading the Blue's Clues manga. I'm probably a little bit ahead of you.
Kyle was asking, are you up to date with Blue's Clues?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is
that one of the
the
questions?
manga better?
Yeah, it is.
Manga first, you know?
Yeah,
Does Steve get
Steve
replaced?
some like really good character development. Like the Steve like power arc, insane.
oh fuck.
Well, you know when he goes away to college,
Joe comes in.
Joe comes in. It's not that he went to. He was having a drug problem. In the manga,
In the manga?
they took it out of the anime because they thought it was a little
For
For American
risque.
audience.
College in the anime.
College, yeah.
Yes, and he overcame it, and it was really triumphant. He had to beat up Joe at one point. It was-
Can anyone name the most recent Blue's Clues member? I think I know his name.
the Asian guy,
Yeah.
Blues.
Paul.
I think it's Kevin.
Sounds like Kevin's right.
Clifford.
That's the
That's
big
the
red
big
dog.
red dog.
Another
They didn't need a replacement.
The
dog.
opposite.
They didn't take Blue out
massive
now.
fucking dog.
The Clifford Blues Clues crossover episode.
That'd be sick. Dog episode.
I like Clifford.
Clifford's alright.
I'd pay good money to see like a feature film length.
Is Clifford a kaiju?
I would pay
Hey,
good money.
unless we make it happen, guys.
I like the way you think.
PBS, get him on the line.
Dude. All right, what we got, Ryan?
All right, what we got? PJ asks, "Why is Freddy the Evo champ?" Michael, do you know why?
Freddy's just really good at fighting games.
Remember our Evo champ in the Freddy Discord?
Oh, yes. You were there.
Ted, you know this.
You were the
is?
second.
Do you want to explain it?
So we were playing Slap City when that was really popular. And we were playing
A
Slap
year
City.
ago, right? Like last
It
summer.
was 2 years.
No, it was a year.
Yeah, it wasn't last summer.
Oh, you're right. 2 summers ago. Yep.
It was me. We were playing Slap City doubles. It was me and Ryan and Ted and Freddy.
Nope.
Nope. Jostens and Freddy.
Josh Jensen, Freddy.
Really? Oh, you're right. Yeah. How do you know about this?
Because I was in the Discord.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah, we were talking so much shit in Discord.
I don't remember that.
Mike, I'm #1 ranked in that Discord.
Oh, are you?
I'll just have you know.
Okay.
I've chatted
And,
more than anyone else.
I think what happened was, and Ryan will refute this, but I think what happened was, if I'm being the historian, is that we won the first set, the Evo Grand Finals, and then they said double or nothing, and we were high off of our win. And we're like, of course, double or nothing, duh. And then we lost, and then we just got clowned, I think, for the rest of the time.
I like to say we were not high of just our win.
I was drinking.
We were definitely drinking a lot during the set.
Yep.
And then later on, so they won the run back, and then like later on in the summer we did it again, and we won, and no one talks about that.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We did one more later.
Okay.
And I remember being like, them going double or nothing. And we're like, nope, not this time.
You're right, but they are still the Evo champs because that wasn't Evo.
Yeah,
That's what they were saying.
Yeah,
It wasn't
that's
Evo.
good. It's like, all right.
That's why Freddy's Evo champ.
We put up. Well, yeah.
Freddy is the
Among
Evo
the
champ.
reason
yeah,
why.
that's fair.
His name was Evo Champ in that Discord for a long time.
It's true.
Can we host Allston Melee Evo for Melee?
We could throw Evo.
A motto this week is Evo. Fuck
That's
it.
That's when Evo's supposed to happen.
Macy's only again because that's objectively just a better tournament for me.
If we, and this is not a joke, if we put Evo Melee side bracket as the title for our stream,
During Evo,
It'd
yeah.
blow up, and you'd probably get sued too.
I think could we get sued because we're using
I
Evo?
think if you don't use like their images or anything,
We should do 3v0 instead. And they can't,
Or something
they
like
can't
that.
touch us.
yeah.
That'd be sick. We should do that.
And then we just run best 3 the whole time, so it's much quicker. Where it's like, oh, it's Evo rules. What do you
People would hate
What
us.
are you gonna do?
That's a bad idea.
We create a new
I think it's a
acronym.
good idea.
A new acronym?
Yeah.
For Evo?
Yeah. Extra Volvo Entourage.
Mm.
How about something? It has to end with online because
Oh yeah.
so it'd be like every
Volva.
vulva online. Yeah. All right, let's go. We're
Yeah.
shopping.
Evo side bracket.
That's so sick.
Evo. Okay, whatever Evo is, it's got to be our main event. And then
Yeah.
the
We
melee
can have a
brackets.
floaty side bracket, PJ.
Floaty side bracket.
JNaut.
Separate but equal.
Idea.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's the idea I had. So we had space animals last week.
If you say floaties only, I'm leaving.
You're close. It's called face animals, and it's only
No.
characters that are just faces, like Kirby and Jigglypuff.
Those are the only two.
Yes. but here's the catch.
Do it.
Somehow
We're not doing
it's
it.
like if you get so far as Jigglypuff, you get a little bit of money, but every time you win a set as Kirby over Jigglypuff, you get like some like multiplier on your money.
That's sick. But then everyone's just gonna go Kirby.
Yeah, so then you
Well,
don't get to beat any puffs.
So I think if you
Unless
go
people are in cahoots. To make
no,
it
so
work.
maybe it's not if you beat Puffs then. So if it's Kirby Ditto, it still counts.
But then people are just gonna make absurd amounts.
But you could puff
Yeah.
it. There's a multiplier you can put on it,
We'll
but I
think
think
about
it
it.
should work.
Draw
But like,
names out of
I like the
hats
idea of
people
just
that are
seeing like
allowed to play
a Kirby really trying to beat a Puff.
Or you have to
There
like.
should be like only your like 9 through 16 seeds are allowed to play Kirby, and they can be like the underdogs.
What
I
happened?
hear him.
I don't hear him.
JNaut?
Oh no, I'm still here, guys.
I hear him.
I hear him.
I am from you.
Oh, wait.
That's so strange. Did I press something?
I don't think so.
Hello, hello.
When it's
Hello?
Kirby, you can play a real character
Oh,
for
that
one
means
set.
double us.
Oh.
So then,
Well-
you can't play the tournament. 'cause then you can't
maybe
I think I might have just dropped from the call. I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Anyway,
Nice Android.
JNaut, I'm gonna
We're wrapping
shut
up
the
anyway.
fuck up. I'm gonna
you
ask
can still hear me
JNaut.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Is he saying something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask JNaut a question. JNaut, are you listening to me?
I am listening.
How come you're only entering a monos that have like special rules and conditions?
Okay, to be fair, the tournament before the 2007 fun bracket, I tried to exert top player privilege with Ryan and enter 5 minutes before the bracket, and I found out I do not have top player privilege.
Yeah.
So I couldn't enter that one, but I tried. And then I played the 2007 one, and that was fun. And then I think my girlfriend was like over for a week, like that off week. So I didn't know. I was
Understandable.
like doing something with her. And then it just so happened that the best tournament format of all time was a thing. So I'm like, I'll enter that one too.
Yeah.
It's like a
I
box man.
I have to say, like the top 8, pretty much the same as a normal amount of
Yeah,
top
pretty
8. so-
much.
Yeah, but it was still nice.
It was
Yeah.
I'd be interested to do
fun.
other gimmicks, like maybe like the human characters only, like Sheik, Ganon, Captain
cool.
Falcon.
I still want to
Marth.
run a specialized tournament where only like select items are legal or something like that. I don't know if people would be
Pokeballs and yeah.
like I don't know,
The
like
next time you guys do a 2007, it should.
Yeah.
yeah, something like
Throw
that.
some items in there.
I could see some items in 2007 making sense. We want to do a random tournament.
Yes, because yes.
Yeah.
JNaut's down.
Yeah. That might be
That's how you separate. Like you could tell. Like if this is gonna sound mean, but if people are like actually good, is how good they are with characters that they aren't
I
aren't
agree.
sure how to use.
JNaut, I
If they're
agree.
like spammers or if they're like smart players.
That's it.
True melee players.
I feel like
Yes,
they
are
just
you a
wouldn't get
melee
any
player
answers.
or are you?
Are you
laser player?
are you a Falco player?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't play other characters. I have no idea.
I
What,
have a
Ted Bean?
theory.
You have Ted Mean, you have
I have
Sheik,
like
you have
three.
Fox.
I have like 3
That
other
might-
characters.
you can play Falco ish.
I have a Falco, a Sheik, and a Ganon.
The Marth?
I don't know. How to
Ted
The
Marth?
Ted Marth?
I
Ted
feel like everyone can kinda you can like get by on Marth, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can
You
swing the
don't know
sword.
like the specific
Right,
the
dude.
different hitboxes, but you're like, it might.
I know where
this
Tipper's
might-
at.
It's the
Just
end!
use the up moves, like up tilt and up air. You win.
Yeah,
So
and
people
then
can't get down.
I literally just
fine.
like tech chase with F smash
God.
and hit
It's a big
tippers.
thing. You go from, for me, it was like going from Sheik, tech chase with grab, stupid. Tech chase with up smash.
Oh, poggers! Because then the sickest part, you get another up smash,
again.
baby.
Yeah, I think the last set there in the spacey bracket, I just you get like 3 in a row. I got
Yeah.
3 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Oh,
now he's at like 70s. You just kill him.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that phone was 60%, bro.
JNaut, so one of the random things I want to run by, we'll end on this, is, so I want to do randoms, but each of the players get to ban certain characters. So what I mean
That's
by
what I like
that
that.
is that JNaut, if you and I were playing in a bracket, I could ban 2 characters that you can't play from random, and you ban 2 characters I can't play from random. And then also, we both ban our own 2 of our like low tiers we don't want to play.
I like top 2.
So I can say like JNaut can't
I think
play.
it's a gentleman thing. Like if you get your main in a random thing, you just do random again.
I don't think people do that
Looking at you,
in
so
tournament.
entitled.
Wow, really? Oh, that did happen.
Oh, he got him twice.
I
Yeah,
don't think he actually went random.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Maybe he just thought that you were going random. He's like, okay.
Oh, he could have definitely
He
just
asked if
like
it was cool if I went random.
Got you.
grabbed the token,
I love
hovered
Zain.
over,
Like he's the man.
hover over
But
random,
I
and
saw the
then
little thing he did with the token where you can
Yeah.
like put it
Because-
back on the last character you had.
That's
use
fucked,
the-
though.
And you know the
See.
input. Yeah, it's interesting.
That's
but
fucked.
no, I just think the because if I can ban,
Marth, so it didn't matter.
yeah, it didn't matter.
I counterpicked him.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that was such a sick match.
It was you were
was a
very-
green
you were a
game.
lot of fun to watch. Yeah, on those. So maybe we'll do that next time or sometime soon. But you know, JNaut, thanks for being on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having.
Hell
This
yeah.
has been a dream of mine.
Oh, really?
Oh, hell yeah.
JNaut, I
I
hope.
want to come to a real like a post quarantine.
I would love that.
Yes.
Oh, I mean JNaut, obviously
And
you're
then
on.
go to the model.
Oh,
We watch you at the model. We watch
JNaut
you
would
there.
kill.
I'm in this weird like. So I had a bunch of like future plans, right? But then pandemic hit, so I don't even know what I'm doing in my life anymore.
Same.
So I'm just trying to experience new things.
Hey, hell yeah.
Super dope.
Really good.
You would
We're
kill
gonna
shit at the
pound some
model.
peepers.
I hope the model doesn't set you on the wrong path, but
Yeah, we're good.
but come on down.
All right,
I
JNaut.
was like gonna go back to school in the fall. I was going back to UNH.
Oh,
Back to
okay.
New Hampshire, back to the roots, but I don't know anymore.
Huh.
Yeah, gotta wait till it all clears up. It's yeah, but
Just hang it tight for now.
we'll see you at the next Goofy Amano tournament.
Yes.
Yes.
I might enter the next real one because
Ooh!
I want to be. I want a three-peat.
I was about to say,
Three-peat, yeah.
you got a three-peat. You're tied with Itai and who?
Yeah, you were the 3-time.
Itai
2-time.
and Lewis, yeah.
Lewis. Yeah,
Itai
yeah,
and
yeah.
Lewis.
A 3-time, 2-time.
Or Lois.
Itai is better than me, I think. Don't know. He's
Okay.
pretty good. I've played him before. He's pretty good.
He is.
That's
good as
fair.
fuck.
It's good assessment.
He beat
I need a
Tiramisu
real
at Shine.
showdown in my life.
I know that. That's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming through. I hope to see you soon in real life, and maybe we can play some games sometime. But
Hopefully, yeah.
It was sick.
Valorant.
I would love to
Yeah.
play Valorant with JNaut.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Play us out.
Suicide, suicide, suicide.
I just wanna kiss you, but I can't right now, so